watching HCC News with Johnny Harvey, Sonia Norris, and Nick Wall with sports.
Hello and welcome to another edition of HCC News. I'm Sonia Norris.
And I'm Johnny Harvey. And here's what's been happening around Hutchinson. It was a jam-packed weekend of cars, trucks, and motorcycles this past Friday through Sunday as the 4th annual Hutchinson Rod Run returned to downtown. The event kicked off Friday with a cruise down Main Street and around town. There was also a show and shine each day featuring all kinds of classic cars. The event was free for spectators and also included a dance, auction, vendor booths, and a golf tournament.
Clowns, cars, and candy, oh my. The Bueller Frolic was again in full force this past Saturday. The famous double parade made its way up and down Main Street with lots of fun floats. There were also carnival games, food, and fun. The day started off with a pancake feed and fun run/walk and ended with a ping pong drop on Main Street. The frolic takes place the first Sunday in October each year and is an event bringing the community together.
There are plenty of other upcoming community events. Haven's Fall Festival starts 7:30 this October 8th with a chamber breakfast in the Haven Community Building. The whole day is filled with events for the family: food, crafts, a parade, bike tour, alumni reception, contests, barbecue cook-off, a street dance, fireworks, and much more.
If you're in the mood for spookier entertainment, the Hutchinson Theater Guild is hosting the 5th annual Talking Tombstones at Eastside Cemetery. Talents from around the Hutchinson area, including HCC's own theater instructor, Deidre Maddox, will be playing the parts of actual deceased Hutchinson inhabitants telling their real-life stories. The event takes place Saturday, October 8th at 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $15 a person and are available at the cemetery the evening of the event or in advance at Hayes Sight and Sound.
This past Monday, BP Wind Energy announced plans for what it sounds to be the largest wind farm in Kansas. BP officials, joined by Governor Sam Brownback, gathered in Wichita to announce the $800 million project. At the gathering, BP officials said the planned Flat Ridge Wind Farm will be spread over 60,000 acres in Barber, Harper, Kingman, and Sumner counties. Officials also pointed out the project will bring 500 construction jobs to the area. The wind farm is said to begin operation next fall.
The Kansas Department of Revenue and Reno County Sheriff's deputies on Monday seized the business assets of the Astro Motel at 15 East 4th Avenue this past Monday for non-payment of taxes. According to the warrants filed, the owners owe more than $150,000 in state sales, withholding and transit guest taxes. The officers seized known bank accounts, on-site cash, business inventory, and personal belongings to the motel. The auction house, United Country of Salina, will sell the assets as well as the personal property of the owners at a public auction sometime in the future to pay toward the taxes owed.
Are you ready for a zombie invasion? Kansas emergency management officials are urging residents to prepare for an invasion of the living dead as part of a national disaster readiness campaign. No zombies are really going to attack, but October was named as Zombie Preparedness Month as a fun nationwide campaign to prepare for any type of disaster. Officials are hoping to use the publicity to get people to think about preparedness for possible emergencies such as tornadoes and terrorist attacks. Several area events are scheduled as part of the awareness, including Zombie Preparedness Day on October 29th in downtown Topeka. So, Sonia, do you think you'll be prepared if zombies attack?
Definitely not. I think I would be scared out of my mind and hide under a car somewhere. But that's just about a reason just to go to this and get prepared.
I think to modern day media such as Call of Duty and
Yes.
Day of the Dead have really
Definitely.
just paved the way for me not to do. Basically, if you see a zombie, just don't talk to it and you're good.
Right. Stay with us. When we come back, Nick is here with a look at sports, and we'll find out television viewing and communication habits of HCC students in this week's Campus Talk.
And welcome back to HCC News for Sports. I'm Nick Wall. Well, an off week followed by a trip to Fort Scott did little to slow down the high-powered Blue Dragon football team. Coach Ryan Rhodes' offense set yet another record, this time for total offensive yards in a game, as HCC tallied a whopping 663 yards of total offense in their 69-36 rout of the Greyhounds. The Blue Dragons pounded out 430 yards on the ground and added another 233 through the air. Hutch took control of the game early, answering a Fort Scott opening TD with 4 of their own. HCC answered Fort Scott's score with a 2-play drive that was capped off by an Elliott Alford to Jatavius Stewart 49-yard touchdown strike to tie the game at 7, just 59 seconds after the Greyhounds had scored. A 6-yard TD run by Davion Dinwiddie, followed by scores on a 65-yard end-around to dynamic wideout Cordero Patterson and a 67-yard rumble by running back Derek Campbell, put the Blue Dragons ahead 28-7. Fort Scott would recover to pull within 6 at 28-22 midway through the third quarter, but Alford connected on a jump ball TD pass to Patterson again, and that put HCC on top 34-22, and the rout was on. Freshman Davion Dinwiddie led the ground attack, turning out 135 yards on a season-high 19 carries, while Campbell also finished with a nice day, 97 yards on just 9 carries. Patterson was electric, racking up 190 yards of total offense on just 6 touches and scoring 4 touchdowns, twice on reverses of 65 and 42 yards, and twice on a 14 and a 44-yard touchdown reception. Quarterback Elliott Alford was 13 for 17 passing with 217 yards and 3 TDs. HCC is back home this Saturday for a 7 p.m. showdown with Dodge City at Gowan Stadium. Moving to soccer, Coach Sammy Lane's Blue Dragon program made history Sunday, capturing their 100th total victory. HCC Soccer, which began in 2005, is now 125-2 following a 12-0 drubbing of Dodge City. It's a nice accomplishment, especially because I've seen them all, Sammy Lane said. He said, "You associate the different teams with the different victories and remember the girls who played for us. It's a nice thing for the program to get to 100 wins." Freshman striker Melissa Hetherington scored 3 goals and had 3 assists in the game for HCC, and Alicia Robinson had 4 assists on the day to give her both the all-time career and single-season assist records. Robinson now has 17 assists on the season and 32 for her career. Madison Joyce and Pearl Slattery joined Hetherington with 3 goals apiece in the HCC win. The Dragons are now 9-2 on the season, including 7-1 in league play, but both of their losses were actually won on the field and later forfeited due to an ineligible player. And it was a tale of 2 cities for Manhattan and Lawrence this weekend. Kansas jumped out to an early 20-0 lead over Texas Tech Saturday, but head coach Turner Gill's squad squandered that lead en route to a 45-34 loss at the hands of the Red Raiders. Kansas State went the other way, coming back from a 9-point fourth-quarter deficit to overtake Heisman candidate Robert Griffin III and the number 15 Baylor Bears Saturday in a 36-35 victory at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Standout linebacker Arthur Brown had a key interception and a sack late in the game, and Bill Snyder's Wildcats are now back in the top 25. K-State currently sits at number 20 in the AP and number 21 in the ESPN USA Today coaches polls. KSU hosts Missouri for a 2:30 afternoon kickoff. The game will be broadcast on both ABC and the internet on ESPN3.com. While KU travels to Stillwater to face the number 6 Oklahoma State Cowboys, this game is not yet scheduled for television broadcast.
Media conversion has not only made life easier for us, but has changed how we view programming and communicate with friends. More and more users are watching programming on their computers and mobile devices. We took to the campus in this week's Campus Talk to find out viewing and communication habits of HCC students.
Yes, I watch tons of TV.
I really don't have a whole lot of time for TV either. I'm mostly doing homework or going to class or at practice.
I'm more of a Maury guy, so I have a break about 2 o'clock, so I watch Maury every now and then.
Well, if I'm actually like watching the TV, I love like Pawn Stars. I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd. I guess I like the History Channel.
Both. Actually, I just got finished watching the whole show online.
I watch more TV online probably because I'll be busy doing homework when my shows come on, so I'll just go online.
Definitely on the TV, just because the higher quality.
If it's something really important and I don't have patience to text them, so I just call them. But most of the time, I text. That's about it. And then if we're like playing jokes on each other, we'll get on Facebook or Twitter.
The friends that I've recently made here, I do a lot of face-to-face communication, but like friends back home, I text and call and stuff. So,
text and face-to-face.
It's like text them or call them. I don't know. I got Skype recently, but I haven't used it, and it confuses me.
I'm mostly texting, a little bit of Facebook, but Facebook's kind of sketchy.
So, how do you guys communicate with your friends most? Text, call, or face-to-face?
I think with most of my friends, we Facebook and Twitter each other. We kind of get like a game going, and one comments on one wall, then someone comments on another, and then likes, and it's craziness. But yeah, Facebook and Twitter for me.
What about you?
Well, mostly with the phone and text. Most of my friends are kind of spread out around the country, so. But I mean, with friends I know in the same town, I'll give them a call, stop over to their house or whatever. But it's kind of the way it goes.
How about you?
Well, I like Twitter. It's, more private than Facebook. But, I'm more of a face-to-face kind of girl anyway. I like to just, if I want to talk to you, just go see you,
All right. Well, that's all we have for this week. For HCC News, I'm Johnny Harvey.
And I'm Sonia Norris.
I'm Nick Wall. Make it a great week. HCC News is a production of the Broadcast and Media Technology program of Hutchinson Community College. For more information on the program or to submit your story ideas, please call 665-3433.
If you're